Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Um, I want to thank you for joining me at this late hour. But yes, I'm gonna be doing a reaction from Murad Merali, talking about the Diddy, the Justin, the trial, stuff like that. And so if you would, once you come in, could you please hit that subscribe button, like button, and also the share. Try to share it if you can. I know I had trouble sharing. Mine just won't go through the people and stuff. But it's just share it if you can. And I see y'all after I do the reaction. Then I go through the comments, okay? Thank y'all for joining Valentine TV tonight. All right, here we go, y'all. Uh-oh.
And there you go.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even have it said. But here we go anyway, because I like him. He said he likes to start like straight ahead. Then he introduced himself, then he finished it up. I said, go ahead with the new thing, Murad. I like it.
So Diddy is very desperate, guys, to obtain a female black attorney. He wants a black woman on his side for this case. He just recently hired a black attorney to join his team after Anthony Rico famously left, which everybody was speaking about. But he is very eager to find somebody who is a black woman to be part of his team. And I feel like aesthetics and race related issues are the reason for why Diddy wants this, because he knows that this case, they're heavily going to play on race. That is the one of the biggest ammunitions that Diddy's lawyers basically have. They're going to play that game, a successful black man, talk about race-related laws that have been used, and apply examples to explain why he's being targeted by these people.
But I think, if that's the case, I mean, he has the a black male attorney now, so I think even if Diddy had all white attorneys also, if lawyers should also still know the laws, they should not still know the laws. I don't care what color they are. That's just my opinion, okay? But he got a black attorney though, but he won't say woman, a black lady for why? Why? Y'all, he has a white lady, so she should be able to understand the questions, like women be on the same page, men can read each other, that's what I'm thinking. But it's no white women on the prosecution's team. So I don't know. But he wants one really bad. He wants a melanated woman really bad. Y'all think he gonna get one? He gonna have to pay high. He probably gonna go up on that money then, cause that trial is so darn close.
And of course, he would need lawyers on his side who are black, because it's not going to land well coming from all white lawyers to a jury. It really isn't, especially because a lot of that jury can be of color. So they're trying to think of this in a very tactile, manipulative way, to be honest with you. And I don't think that it's going to work, but this is what he is saying. And what TMZ are also reporting, that he desperately wants a black woman attorney on his side to play certain conversations that other people can't really do well, or simply that it just won't land well. I do think that this all-white prosecution team, mainly it's to do with the fact that the all-woman is clever when discussing DV-related issues to the jury. Remember, they have to convince the jury that Diddy is guilty, and Diddy's team have to convince the jury that they are not guilty, and that he's just a successful black man that basically is being taken down by all of these people. Look at all of these ex-girlfriends. They all dated me, but they're now using me just for money and want to take me down. As all an agenda. Woe is me. And he thinks,
Yeah, and I guess he didn't forget about all the male escorts that's coming up in there to say what happened to them. So it ain't just the darn ex-girlfriends. It's more than that. It's a lot of people. I heard somebody tonight a content creator say that maybe they don't think Diddy is guilty because he was drunk and he was high. I mean, excuse me, he was feeling mighty good, but they fail to realize he had it all set up, premeditated to do all this stuff. Okay, because he had to come down sometime to re-get high again. Okay, that's just my opinion, y'all. But yeah, I heard somebody say that. I was like, what the world? Oh, but anyway, let's continue on.
Thinks that having a black woman attorney on his side arguing this and the jury seeing all of this would help him. I think it's just another level of desperation, because if race related stances and stances of insanity are the two strongest points that Diddy's lawyers have, I don't understand how this man is getting out, because he already was confident enough to not take any plea deals. So he genuinely feels like not only that he's innocent, but that he's basically winning this and getting out free. And I don't see that happening. I don't see any strong arguments. The only angle I could see that could be strong for Diddy is that if the majority of these witness testimonies are ex-girlfriends, then he could play on the conversation of coercion, saying they dated me, they were around me multiple times, went to multiple things together. How could I have R-worded or done freak offs if they wanted to date me? That is probably also an angle of coercion they could really dive deep in, because I don't.
And then they're gonna bring that tape out to show Cassie leaving the alleged freak off, and the way what he did to her to prevent her from leaving. They might, maybe, just a thought, y'all.
I don't think the conversation and argument of insanity is really going to work with the jury. That is just purely dumb. Hello guys, it's Murad Merali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Subscribe to the channel. It is daily and consistent content. Click that button, guys, and subscribe. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do.
I got to get used to him doing that in the middle, y'all. They caught me off guard right there. I think caught me off guard, y'all.
Let's get to 400,000 subscribers, Murad Nation. Let's get straight into this video. I live for opening that video up with a topic and just getting straight into it. We can just get into it. 10-second intro. We're getting straight into it now. I usually do a 10-second intro, 20-second intro before getting into the topic. Now we're just going to get straight into it, and the intro will come in after the first topic is discussed. Okay, so People Magazine are reporting that Diddy is extremely eager to start this trial. He is very eager to get into that room. He remains defiant in denying all wrongdoing, and he is very excited for this to go ahead because he feels like this is where he's going to clear his name. I don't understand. This is what People Magazine are reporting that he
How is he thinking that? I mean, has he been like in isolation or something? What makes him think this? Please let me know, somebody.
expects a long battle, and he also expects good results, that he is an imperfect person but not a criminal, and that he is extremely eager to get in that courtroom and clear his name.
He should have been there behind bars when he went to that darn college and all the stuff he did back in the day. I mean, all of that. Man, if they added all of that up to what he's been accused of right now, man. Yeah, so y'all, I don't know. Just put in the comments where y'all stand and what y'all think. Y'all think Diddy's gonna get out of this, or y'all think he's not? Okay, because he didn't take the deal he was offered, the plea deal again. He refused it again. So he's thinking he getting up out of there, y'all. What do y'all think about it?
So, these are strong sources from Diddy's lawyers speaking to People Magazine. And, they love to speak to the media, but they were angry at other lawyers for speaking to the media, like Douglas Wigdor. But I'm eager for this trial to play out too. I wish it was live streamed. I wish we were able to see everything go on, but it's a federal trial, so we're not going to see that. I don't know if Judge Arun will even allow people to enter into the courts. Maybe he will. I don't think that's been announced. If that were to be the case, you would need to attend those court hearings very early on in the morning to even get in there and see Diddy real life and etc. I can imagine this man is very eager. But again, I just don't think it's going to work. It's going to be a detriment to him. This is going to be a long battle. It's going to end probably in August, early September, to be honest with you. This is not going to be a quick situation. And I can even see certain hearings just naturally being delayed due to certain issues. But Diddy isn't playing the Alzheimer's, I'm ill, I can barely walk, I'm in a wheelchair, Mike Jeffries, Harvey Weinstein card. Diddy is ready to go into that trial because he genuinely feels like he can clear his name. This is why I'm so excited for the trial, because it's been 7 to 8 months of this man locked behind bars and bail denied and losing certain court hearings. But he still has this kind of defiant, delusional spirit where he feels like he is going to overcome everything. And that in itself, to me, to witness that pure delusion, it's pure entertainment, because I don't think we've seen somebody like this who's got all of the odds stacked against them, evidence and etc., and is still so delusional to believe that he's coming out of this. Surely there are a lot of people who want to accept a plea deal, can, pled guilty to some, one of the indictments or whatever. Diddy's like, nope, I didn't do none of this. Like, I was just speaking about.
How in the world? And Murad keeps saying delusional, delusional. Murad just makes me laugh, y'all. That they're in London in him. But anyway, y'all, he truly thinks he is walking out of that courtroom a free man, no charges and nothing. What do y'all think? Because I don't think so. I mean, dang, I don't.
How the man wants to claim insanity. All of this is just crazy to me, and I know it's going to get even worse. Now, Page Six are reporting an exclusive that Justin Bieber's friends are very worried for him because he's spending money on.
If they don't leave Justin Bieber alone, that's why he mad. He just leave him. He know somebody's getting the paparazzi. Everybody knowing where he is. He walk outside, cameras all up in the face. I mean, yeah. Shoot, I'd be tired. I'd be mad and tired too if it wasn't for the right reason. And then they put all this bogus stuff up in the tabloids about you, all that kind of stuff. I'd be mad too, Justin.
Private jets, fancy gifts, and that he hasn't worked in a very long time. He's got a lot going on. He's smoking weed and looking out of his mind, and he's also a brand new father. He's burning bridges, sparking up, and blowing through money. Once again, he's been cited looking very worried. Eyes, jaw, everything, his face looking very slim and gaunt, and he definitely does look very, very
Shoot, he looked mad to me.
skinny in these, he's lost weight a lot. What I find to be interesting, and maybe this is a reach, but of course, losing weight can, correlate with stress. Two people who've lost weight over the past 6 to 7 months are P. Diddy and Justin Bieber. I feel like their appearances are somewhat similar, where both of them have lost weight around the jaw, around the face, eyes more sunken in, bags under the eyes, and they both look quite similar in that state. And of course, both of them have been losing weight because they're stressed, but I do wonder if it's interconnected, and Bieber's main stress is from the P. Diddy trial. Because a part of me is confused with these exclusive stories coming out, guys, because a part of me thinks, is this man really spiraling out, or are these stories just being planted by his ex-team, which he actually dumped? It could
Planted, I think, in my opinion, planted by the ex-team who he dumped. And they getting on his nerves and irritating him, and that's why they saying he's spiraling out. He's not spiraling out. He's just tired and frustrated, and he just keep telling him, get out my face, Lord. I mean, every time you see him, he's telling them to move, get back, y'all here for money. Move, get out the way. Dang.
could be either or, to be honest with you, or I think his ex-team are playing on it, because if you even type in his name into Google, you have 20 news stories published in the past 2 days displaying how this man is spiraling out of control. It's like his PR is all over the mess, and I feel like his ex-team have PR sources and connections and are leaking all of this stuff or selling off stories because people will click on it and talk about it. We haven't spoken about Bieber for a while, but I think that Bieber is also one to watch when it comes to the Diddy trial. We've got TD Cakes, who has stepped down as pastor, and we also have Bieber for the past 6-7 months, who's been spiraling out of control since Diddy's indictment and being arrested back in September.
I forgot about TD Jakes. He needs to stay down. I don't know why he was still up there. Man, I bet God been tearing him up. I bet he has. And he gonna tear whoever he put up there, like his daughter and her husband. Man, cause I didn't went all through the family. I didn't not through them like that, but read up on them. They from here, so they in Virginia up in the mountains, like started in a little cabin church and all that stuff. So yeah, and then it took that girl's baby. I ain't forgot about that. Lord, you have to go back on my playlist. I did a story about that.
2024. These two people are just interesting to watch. We also seen Diddy's sons also had essay lawsuits being served and not really attending his court stuff. So, so much has happened to people in Diddy's circumference negatively. One person is Usher, who's somehow not been affected by all of this and is still going on his sold out tour that for some reason is never going to end. And he's putting.
I think Usher, yeah, he's just going on like ain't nothing happening. Like it's like Diddy trial. Who is Diddy? What trial? Shoot, unless he the one giving up all the information. I don't know, y'all. I'm just guessing too. Y'all, why y'all think Usher able to just move on like he's doing, and Bieber, his heart is, I don't know, y'all. But Usher just moving along, going through life, just going on like ain't nothing happening.
Cherries in everyone's mouths. So he clearly is living his best life and is able to float above it all. I don't understand how, but I just find that to be interesting. I feel like we need to keep a tab on the people around P. Diddy during the trial. It's going to get worse. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Let's get to 400,000 subscribers. Send a tip.
Yeah, that's it for me right there. All right, let's see. Who in the comments? All right, I see you. All right. I'm gonna cut it short right here. I gave my thoughts throughout the video. Diddy actually thinks he's walking out scot-free, y'all, and I want to know why would he think that? Why would he? And y'all think Bieber just tired of the paparazzi, the people the PR team that he fired is somehow friends with the ones he have now, and they leaking his locations to them so they can show up everywhere he at, snapping all them darn pictures, and especially at night with them darn bright lights all in his face. I'd be mad too. You know what I mean? And then Usher just rolling around like he ain't got no concerns in the world. He ain't nothing go. He's straight. So, and then TD Jakes, I don't know why. Well, I thought he had stepped down already, but evidently it must have been he must step down from somewhere else. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go right here, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Well, later on. All right. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me. And y'all hit that subscribe button, the like button, and hit that share button. Thank y'all so much. From Valentine TV. I love y'all. Good night.